Hold up. Why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a low tolerance, cause they don't even know what the problem is. It's me. You waiting on the boy to fail, then hold your breath and face your death. Cause you play a roulette with each step I progress, no less. Go ahead and place your bets. Cause we know where we at, we know we top tier. Cause all the hate that you bring, we know it stops here. I'm taking off like a rocket here and stopping here. It's strange how they cannot see the future, but see profit here. Wait up. We gon' always win. Promise that that's not a promise, yeah, that is a threat. You know that I promise to bring the team commas. When the whole team win, that's when you flex. Win, and I'ma do it again. Watch me win. Then watch me
What's good? What's good? What's good? I know we're a little late tonight.
Hold on. Let me get my minute.
We're gonna do this every episode.
All right, we good.
All right. I know we're a little late tonight, but you know, life happens. Life is lifing sometimes. So, but the boys are here. We got my man E, the people's ref,
As always.
and we got my man, y'all know who he is, Kenny over here. What's good, my brother?
What's happening, man? All good.
All right.
Yeah.
So tonight is a special night, right? A special night. We got a special guest in the building for tonight's show.
We got Kenny already.
Nice.
Another special guest, but Kenny's a host.
Kenny's a host.
So
Okay.
he don't count as a guest no more. After this episode, you're no longer a guest, Kenny. You say what you want, you do what you want. You know what I mean?
That's
You're
fair.
no longer a guest. But so we got a special guest, one of our favorite players, one of the top players in our league, and all you guys know him. Well, we know him as Free Ty.
Yo, what's good, fellas? Man, free me, man. I need that number one play too, man. We hunting. We hunting, man.
What's good, Ty? So
I'm
Ty
sure.
wasn't here this week, so he wasn't. He obviously won't be number 2 on the top 10. So, what's good, Ty, man? How you doing?
Chilling, baby. Living life, can't complain, Got a nice little bye week. Got playoffs in one of my leagues ready to start next week. I think we got the elite, so excited about next week. It's gonna be fun next week.
All right. You're one of the top players in our league. I don't know if you heard my little introduction. You tried to fool us at one point.
Fool is crazy.
but we, as you can see, we know what we be talking about. So, and you're starting to show what we already knew, as when we watch you match up with the top players in the league, and for the most part, I feel like you've gotten the best of them so far. So
yeah, for sure. I've been having I had a good start to the season in the new league, so I've been having pretty good standout games. Like I said, the field is nice. It's nice to be on a nice field. That helps big time when you running around up and down, and then you play offense and defense. So yeah, that's been good. But yeah, I've been getting the good players. There's some good players out there, for sure. So, and I love the tier system. It actually makes sense. Unlike some other tier systems, we ain't gonna say whose, but yeah.
Listen, you got you some things where you got to give some things a break sometimes, but you improve as time goes on.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Ty, we got you here with me, Ian Kenny, for most of the show. You can stick around as long as you want to stick around. You here all night. You here the whole show if you
Look,
want.
I'm good, man. I ain't on a date tonight, so we good, y'all. No Diddy. I'm here all night.
All right.
Let me just ask a quick question.
Sure.
I asked this a lot of people. It was 2-part. Number one, what's your idea on the 30-minute halves? Because I get some mixed reviews from players. A lot of people like it, but
So, all right. So how I feel about it, I like it because it's different. I played in them all the leagues from Casino to EHS to X. I have never played in a league that's that like the halves is that long, and I like it because you never feel like you're out. In other leagues, you go down 2 scores. That's it. That's the game. Like Yeah, but if you get a smart quarterback like the vets in those leagues, like the comparables to like the Mikes, the Yashes, they're just gonna milk the time, and then you won't even get a chance to play. Like, so I like the fact that it's longer because then you could come back. I think that happened. No Diddy, that happened in what game? I think our first versus the elites. I think the elites went up on us, but because the halves we didn't quit, we got a chance to fight back. So I fuck with it. I like it. I think it's good.
All right.
Hmm.
And
Well,
next part, before we
oh,
get
my
into
bad, my bad.
actual
I'm sorry.
football, no. You know, we did it week 1. We didn't have a guest on week 2. We spoke a little bit to Kenny. Let's get a little behind the scene player profile. Let's get to know who Free Ty is.
Oh yeah, for sure. So overall, just about me, if everybody don't know, so I played football since I was like in Pee Wee. I started out like in the Mill Base in Maryland. So if anybody's familiar with like Canarsie, I started out playing football there. A lot of people don't know I used to quarterback. So before I was a receiver, I used to quarterback, but then I had more fun playing receiver. I played both ways a majority of my career. I
Oh,
always played both ways. No Diddy.
Pause.
Yeah, no Diddy.
pause. We got you. We got you. We know what you're talking about, but we got you.
Yeah. No Diddy. Yeah. See, I like it's like the Cameron show they have when they be on. You gotta keep the pauses on. But yeah, I played both sides of the football for the majority of my career. Grand Street Automotive High School was my 2 high schools. I played in college for a little bit. Um, I played at Monroe and then I transferred to Mooresville. And I mainly played like slot, a lot of receiver, kick returner, punt returner. Then after that, my basically so everybody knows they probably see my team. I wear the green a lot. So that's kind of like the Shockers. That's my
The
team that
Shockers. Yeah, we know. We
yeah,
know.
that we started with. We started out as like a couple of guys with my quarterback, and then we kind of took a break 2 or 3 years from playing football, and then we all rekindled the fire with football. And then now we starting a brand, and we trying to expand out. So that's kind of like my player profile. We started at BQFL, if anybody knows the league, the BQFL league, and then from there
Yeah.
we branched out to like other leagues and stuff like that.
All right.
Time for them to come to RZFL. That's where it's at.
Look, nah, for sure. Look, for sure. The only thing they're a little greedy, so they like the big pots and the glamour and the cameras. My team is like it's bits and players I could take. One of my guys want to come play next season with the team, and I have 2 other young guys that they're not really to the level to play with us at EHS. So we want to develop them in leagues like this, Casina, so then we could take them to EHS. So if I'm trying to build a developmental team with younger players. So when we go to other leagues, they're ready because I think this is a good league for players when you don't want them to get overwhelmed. Because you take them like EHS, that's a lot, because there's no first downs. So most players don't know how to adjust to that format and stuff like that.
A lot of no first down, a lot of chirping, a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got you. So far, Red Zone. Besides the question E asks, how you liking it? Kenny, you could jump in anytime, man. We got you. My bad, Kenny.
I just like listening to Ty give the background.
Nah,
and say nothing. I like that he's got a little farm system going too. I think that's smart.
Yeah, so for the I love Redzone, and like I told you, the thing I like about it, and I like the teams. Like, so it's a lot of these guys that I've seen, but now seeing them like with different like I think team concepts, and I'm learning players too in the league. So like I'm be honest, I didn't know the Elites was that good of a team, obviously, till we played them that week. So I seen bits and like I remember certain players from certain times and certain seasons, but to see them there and how they play, I thought it was pretty impressive. So I like always seeing different guys join up as teams, link up. That was dope. And like I said, I think your tier system is the best because every week for the most part it's a dog fight. So I like that. And like I said, I love Roy Wilkins Field. So keep getting that field. I live like 10 minutes away. So field choice, A1 like steak sauce. But yeah, I mess with the league and like I ain't gonna say no names. I might put other leagues out of business, man. Y'all gotta chill, man.
Edit that out, Rob. Edit that out.
Yeah, I gotta cut that out of there.
Yo, y'all know I'm unfiltered, man. I'm up here. Might be a lot of editing.
You should. You can't do all day. All right, Kenny. I told E that I had to apologize to you bringing you on the first week last week. because we never gave you a chance to give your background on all this type of stuff. No, it matters.
That's
It
no
matters.
worries, man.
I
I'll
know,
share some.
but
I'll
I
share
gotta
some, but yeah.
apologize because, like, you see, we get Ty up here, and we already knew Ty gotta get. I'm like, yo, we didn't even. Me and E spoke about it after. Yeah. So, Kenny, we need your background.
All right, I'll give you some non-football background short. Full first name I mentioned last time, Kenetruku, means thank God in Igbo. Same tribe as our men. I had to do that because people want to probably appreciate it.
I'll take one hand.
Yeah,
Take the other hand, put them together.
Ty, you with this too? One hand.
Oh, hold on, hold on.
Put the other hand
Put it
together.
Hashi,
I knew you all.
Oh. He the GOAT. I finally know who he is. I'm hyped. I did not know until recent.
So I had to shout that out. Some of the work I do is with the neurodiverse, the folks who have ADHD, autism, with both social skills and career coaching. But the other niche I'm working on, which is, I'd say, fascinating, is on using Christian wisdom to help with both personal development and relationship development. So I've been doing a lot of that in recent months. I'll share the website, first name, last name, KENEERIKE.com, K.E.consulting on Instagram. So got to mention it. But now the more relevant stuff, the football stuff. I didn't get into football until like 6th grade. Shout out to Mr. Napadano. That was our 6th grade teacher. He had this program in the mornings where he'd introduce some of the 6th graders to new sports every week. And before then, I was like, when I saw football on TV, I'm like, who would want to play this? You see players getting scraped up off the field, broken necks. I was like, why would you want to play this? Then we started playing it in class. I was like, oh, this is actually really fun. So I didn't play organized until senior year of high school, and I played some in college. Then post-college, I was looking like, all right, I want to play some more. And then I remember seeing on, like, I think it might have been public access TV, people playing flag football. I was like, oh, okay, I should actually look for a league. So I started playing a league in Long Island. Won't name it, but it's well known. A lot of pick-up football games throughout the years, too. I'll shout out some of the Stony Brook crew that led to meeting people at Cunningham and Peck Park. Got to shout out those guys, too. Waz, Pablo, give them shout-outs. Some of the guys in Bayside who now play with SFL. You know who those guys are. So. And just been playing a lot of football with a bunch of people ever since. So it's been good.
Okay. And now you're here with us.
Yep. RZFL. I can actually name that league. This podcast.
So
no
all right.
infringement.
All right. So now that we got our formalities out the way, let's it's, like I said, it's great to have you guys on. Kenny, you here every week. Ty, you'd be a guest anytime you want to be a guest. You could join.
I'm talking about.
You're always welcome. Let's get into our games from this week. So we're gonna start with the D3 division. This game wasn't recorded, so you guys wouldn't have gotten to see this one. Is this the right one? Free Agents 220. Yeah. This game wasn't recorded. This one, I know I sent you guys some homework beforehand.
I did the homework for the most part.
Make sure y'all watched. So this game here was the free agents' first time back on the field in 2 weeks. They were off for 2 weeks, and they had to go up against a 220 who, for the most part, has been rolling. But Tommy, who would have played QB over here this game, was playing in the game on the other side of the field with the All-Stars. So he wasn't even able to play.
Thomas,
yes. He's been a professional. He's been a professional. We got to call him Thomas now. But the stand-in quarterback, I want to give his name. I think it's Maz, who played QB. If I'm wrong, but you know who you are. I'll clear that up later. He stepped in and played a professional game. He managed the game well. He did whatever he had to do to win this game. They're a complete team. And team in the aspect of, I don't think anybody's bigger than the team on this team. Even with who's better than the other guy. There's guys that you can put guys in a pecking order, but everybody's bought in. Like it's like I'm not trying to get the ball over this guy. I may be better than him, but it doesn't matter. They're just trying to win. So that's the one thing I've noticed about 220. If you don't know, they got their team name. I think it's the block that some of the guys that knew each other from. That's where it's from. So that's how they came up with the name. Roe wasn't here either. So, and they still got it done. Free agents, on the other hand, they got some work to do. There was a early QB switch at the field. So Jason actually played QB for them, and yeah, it's fresh guys, new system. It didn't work out too well.
Jason didn't play this game though.
Huh?
Jason didn't play this game.
Which game? So who's QB here?
Jason played the game against the Browns. Jason didn't play this game.
This was the second game.
This one was they picked up some guys. They had Umair started and Hash.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm mixed
That's
up the
cool,
two
though.
games.
That's cool.
Yeah. So this one here, mix and match, Umair, Hash, those guys. It just didn't work out. They're trying to piece it together now because some players dropped from the team, some players will be on the team. They have to fit the roster. So, and this is the result: 33-15. A professional game by. There was a head top in this game. I wish we had it recorded. I don't know if they're brothers. The QB and I forgot the other. I'm sorry if I listen. I will learn names in the coming. I'm gonna learn the names eventually. There's a head top in this game. They just look really good. You got James. You can never go wrong with that. Kevin's been playing an amazing season so far. Brian is also starting to look. They're all just starting to get it going. So
I saw that in their next game. Not to spoil anything.
They're all starting to get it going.
Yeah.
All right. So that being said, we're gonna move on to their next game. Now, this next game, you guys everybody was able to see this one, so I don't have to ramble on.
Yep.
All right. So, you know what, Kenny, we're gonna start with you, man. What did you see in this game?
Let me give you some general commentary first. I love how you guys actually speak when you're recording it, because actually having commentary while you're watching this game gives good context, because a lot of people watching on YouTube have no idea who's playing, who's who, and it actually helps. Like, all right, they're giving me names and they're saying what's happening. So I like that. And even catching little things like you heard the jab at Mark Andrews. I don't know if it was this game, but I thought that was funny. to one of the games. Here, Dre on the sideline. As the inadvertent third man in the booth commentary. So that, and of course, the 30-minute halves I like. Look at the notes for this game. I was watching that. 220. I liked how Tommy played at QB. He's accurate. Decisive.
I did not know Thomas could throw like that. I'm not gonna lie. I think like the first play, he dropped back, and I don't think it was caught. He threw, it might have been picked. He threw like a deep post to the right. I never knew he could throw that far. So that's what I'm saying. I'm learning people could throw, do this. So that was he did great at quarterback. I never knew he was a quarterback, obviously. So
well, he's not. He's just taking it up.
He just like I'm just gonna help them out play quarterback.
Season he's tried to play second time I've seen him in a season try to play quarterback.
He's only the QB because the regular QB is away on vacation.
Got you. Okay, kind of like for us, Germ is kind of like if something happens. He's okay. I get what you're saying. Oh, okay.
So Kenny, I'm gonna get back.
Quarterback is actually won a championship in D3 and the other league. You've seen him play. That's the QB on this team.
Oh, that's Rohit, right?
Rohit, yes.
Okay, okay.
Kenny. So when you're referring to Tommy here, he's now Thomas on the show. Okay,
Thomas.
That's the other thing I got to say.
He leveled up. No, he played really well. That's what I was watching. Like, oh man, Tommy's throwing like a real QB. Not to slide him at all. I was like, really good. And I like the routes they were calling, a lot of crossing routes. He was hitting people down the field. He was decisive, really good. Who had a pick? Someone had a pick six there. I couldn't tell who it was, but it was a really good play. Shout yourself out, whoever that was, for that game. Brian, KJ had a lot of big plays as well. They really they didn't beat down the All-Stars. It was close, but I never thought for a second that 220 wasn't going to win that game the way it was going.
Yeah.
It's like, you just kept putting, you just kept piling on. So it was like, it didn't, no shock there. The All-Stars rough start for Hoos. I think he would admit that. He's played well though for the season. I think some of the drops, he had a couple of drops of the snap and people dropping the ball in game. That was probably snow related, but everybody's playing with the snow. You got to find a way to do that. Yeah. I thought John and Mike had some timely catches, and Guinea, of course, struck again deep. That's when in doubt, just air it out to him.
Ty, have you been around since Guinea's been playing?
Yeah.
No, I missed him. I know he's the energy though, but I know he's the energy, but I missed it.
Head top A-Week.
I'm gonna see it live, no Diddy, this week. So if they don't have a bye, I'm gonna see him this week, no Diddy. So we gonna see him.
So Ty, what did you think of this game?
So I know Hoos has been like holding it down, but he started out pretty slow. I think he picked it up in the second half. And then this is the thing, and this is like a pro tip for any quarterback. I'm just gonna tell it. You guys need to have some type of towel or something to dry the ball if it's either wet or it's snow on the ground. Because what was happening, receivers were dropping the ball, and it wasn't like it was drops, obviously, because the conditions, no excuse. But also, like, I think he had a play where he fumbled the snap. He just blatantly just like fumbled the snap and cost his team a down. So it didn't look like he had it. You need to have a towel, something to dry the ball off, whether you tuck it in like a hand warmer, tuck it in so it's not blocking your flag, or you need to have a cotton shirt to dry the football off. Somebody on your team has to, a main starter, because if not, you're going to keep having those issues. And then some receivers are hard-headed. They're not going to take off their gloves. So, that's just a tip for him to help all quarterbacks and also him out. And also, I think he had a real bad pick six. You can't, we're fighting to come back, you can't throw a pick six. I don't know if it was a bad pick of pick six, but I think it was a pick six. I don't know who it was. I think it was on the left sideline. He caught it and ran it all the way back. So he just got to make sure if your team is down, the last thing you need is a pick six, because then your team is even more down. So that was the big thing. But overall, Thomas, he kind of just kept them up the whole game. He sliced and diced. When they came up, you're saying, I forget how you said, but he hit them short. And then when they came up, he bombs over Baghdad. And he connected. So he did it right. So
he took what was given till he got what he wanted to take. I want to give a lot of credit to these receivers in this game, right? They did their thing in this game. He lobbed it to the back corner, they pull it down. He lobbed it to the right corner, they pull it down. He throws KJ down. It was almost a, I want to say like a skinny post. He didn't really post, kind of almost a streak, but he leaned in a little bit, hit him in the hands. I was live, I was reffing the game, so I already knew it was a connection once the ball went up. But you know how you can tell the pace of the guys, and you're like, oh, he's gonna catch that, and he was gone. He had Brian. Oh, shout out to Brian, man. Brian is playing the best ball I've seen Brian play.
Yes.
Okay.
He caught one on the right hand. He had one on the sideline for like a clutch catch. They needed it. Two hands, go straight out of bounds. He caught another one down that same sideline. I thought he was gonna run out of bounds. So in the snow, somehow he had enough traction to get it straight and get on that sideline and score the touchdown. He's been playing ball. KJ's been playing ball. KJ had another deep catch on, I want to say it was Merce on the right. A bomb from another bombs over Baghdad bomb from Tommy on the right side where KJ's running and Merce was already in the position where the ball was dropping, and KJ somehow gets in there and comes down with it. They just played good ball, man, like a complete team.
Yeah. And I think somebody had a great one-hand catch too. I don't know who that was, but somebody made a crazy one-hander.
He was saying it was a one-hander. That was Brian.
It was Brian.
It was on the sideline, on the left sideline.
That catch was fire.
I think it was
fire.
So we didn't. I thought, because when I was watching it live, I thought it was two-handed. So I don't know if the video showed, but I thought it was a two-handed catch. But if I'm wrong, but it was a dope catch. That was the one I was talking about on the right sideline.
Yeah, I think it was
one. Complete game from these guys, man. Like, and then look, we're talking all this, and we haven't even mentioned James.
Yeah.
And we consider James probably their most you know what I mean? We haven't even mentioned James.
And they had a veteran Dre. Remember, he's a receiver.
Yeah, and Dre joined the team as a veteran. So now you get that mind out there.
You get the energy too.
And the
And
energy.
the energy is you need that. You always need the energy, the kind
Yeah.
of that
And
energizer
you know
bunny
his
on your
energy
team.
is unmatched out there when he
Unmatched.
start talking.
Unmatched.
When Dre start talking, that energy is unmatched. I don't want to leave anybody out. I know you guys already talked about the game. Also, I thought the All-Stars offense played better. They sort of went hurry up.
Yeah, they started
There
coming
was-
back once they did that. Sure.
Yeah, they just literally, if on the field, me as the ref, listen, it's tough when teams start going hurry up because I got to get it spotted. I got to run back. So I'm spotting it and I'm like up and I'm like, shit, they going. So now you know you in that mode is just hiking. When they started doing that, the offense clicked.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. Like sometimes when your offense isn't going, just start running. Stop thinking. Just get out there, snap the ball, and just
Less is
play.
more
And just
sometimes.
play. Yeah. Don't make it more difficult than it needs to be too.
Yeah.
Yeah, so shout out to these two teams. They tried to mount a comeback, but they never had a chance in this one. They weren't gonna make it back. Mike's been playing some good ball. We've been mirroring that every week so far. So who's just one game. You know what I mean? You came in and did your job. And okay. So they gave if the chat gave me the name of the two guys, Mahad and Maz. Yeah. Those two have been balling.
Good for them.
I think Maz played QB and Mahad was the receiver. I don't know. But that's the two names. One of them had a head top in the first game from the other one. So they've been hooped. They've been balling. All right. Anything else on this game? E, we kind of left you out of that one. No, good.
I'm loving this.
Kenny,
man.
you already got
this. This is easy. I'm loving this.
Yo, look, and what's great is they did their homework, man. Like Ty did his homework.
I did my Thomas. I did my homework. I seen that at the halftime interviews. I'm on point.
Kenny had the games before they was out. Kenny had the games before
he cheated. See, I had to do that. I had to procrastinate, do the homework, man.
Yeah, so Kenny had the games before they was out. So I knew he had it. He had the opportunity to watch it whenever. So,
well, you said that late last night, so it was like I didn't watch it until today. Yeah.
I got you. Listen, I've been trying. Yo, what's happening is, to be honest, I would love to put the games out earlier, but when it's a lot of gigabytes, bro. Like honestly, I don't even know where to put. I don't even know where to put the footage sometimes. And then listen, I got a MacBook Pro. I don't have that huge memory. I gotta put the video up, delete the other video just to be able to put the other one on. Unless I got to use my hard drives, I ain't got time to do all that.
That's fair.
Anyway. Yeah, so all right, let's move on to the next game in D3. Browns versus the free agents. Kenny?
Oh boy.
I'm gonna let you start here because you said something last week.
I already know where you're going.
Okay. You said something last week, and so we're gonna let you start off here.
Okay. I mean, I didn't watch the first half because I know you posted another video with the.
Yes, I made an error in that. My bad, guys. Yeah. The full video's out now.
No worries, but just when I turned on the first half, there were a few things I noticed already. It's like, all right, if you're down, if you give up 30 points in a half, I mean, even with 30-minute halves, your defense is a real problem. I could tell just by the body language of the free agents as well. That is like, all right, people have been dropping passes just by how Jason reacted when someone dropped the first pass. Like, oh, not again. What would I say in there? I'll give general commentary on like defense as well. This is something I hate watching. I love it as a receiver, hate it when I'm on the defense who's doing this. Like players tend to sag too far away from the line of scrimmage, especially people who are supposed to be in short coverage. I think like anytime I'm on the field, I like short people to be within 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Even myself, if I have deep coverage, a lot of times I start short and I'll go back just to give. I don't want the offense to assume that spot's going to be open. So they have to at least account for me while I'm there. And I think this is a problem the free agents have, and a lot of other teams have it, is there's not enough. You could say a lack of aggression, but it could just be that no one has actually said, hey, everybody's going to start within this distance from the line of scrimmage. And so people just naturally tend to like stand there and you give up automatic 6-7 yard passes, which I hate. I'm like, I want the defense to throw over my head. I don't want to just give people plays. Like if you're going to beat me, you have to beat me. I'm not just going to give you the plays. So that didn't help with that.
That's the difference in and I'm going to say you and a lot of people in
That's
terms of
that.
you believe in your ability. It's easier for most people to shoot down as opposed to go backwards. Like me, again, I'm a unicorn.
Candy corn. Candy corn. We got to go through this.
All jokes aside, like, if I'm lined up with someone who I think is, and I think a lot of people do that, they give up that space. You know what I mean? To have the defender come to them. It's
In
easier
fear.
to shoot down than to go back. You
Yeah,
fear to
yeah.
Ty, you both of you two are great defenders. Ty, what's your take on that? What Kenny said?
Yeah, so basically, like, so I see what Kenny's saying. So I have two. It depends on the team you playing, but the thing is, it's up to your defensive captain, your defensive leader, to determine how you play. Like, I'm not gonna play the elites how I play like the Browns. So, for example, just hype it. I know they might be in different divisions, so you have to see how your personnel is, and then, like, for example, we call them like check down guys. If it's a check down guy that's gonna take 5 after they get the first every play, I take that as a win. If I get a 4th and 10 with my defense, we're probably gonna get the stop. So it depends who's there. Now, if you got a guy like the short fast guy from the elites, I forgot almost 4
Adele.
games. Yeah, you can't give him a 5-yard dump ball because then he could take that 20 yards. But if it's another guy like that's sitting flats, I'm like, all right, you could leave him because we're gonna get the flag. So it depends on the team and the personnel. You gotta watch who you're lined up over and then go from there. But that's when you need your leaders like a James or whoever to be like, yo, you need to do this, you need to do that. Hey, you know what? Let that guy catch it. We could get him. Oh, nah, move up on him. So whoever's the leader over there, free agents, they have to make that call. I don't know who's their defensive leader because I don't know a lot about that team.
Okay. So now,
So that's what I mean. So Kenny, you believe in the way you play defense. So like you, for example, would press Ty, whereas
Yes. I don't care who's in front of me. I'm like,
whereas 80% of the
I don't
league
care.
respects
Yeah.
Ty's speed. He's
Exactly.
probably faster than him, so they'll play
Yeah.
off a little bit. You know what I mean? So what you're saying is rare. You know what I mean? It's a more rare way to play defense.
It's
So-
yeah.
I have all right. Listen, I've been playing a long time, right? So I have I have concepts of what. There's only so much defense you can play
That's a fact.
in these leagues. We're not mixing it up with all this Madden coverage that you see on it. That shit don't happen, right? At the end of the day, 6-on-6 football. There's couple ways to defend 6-on-6 football. So I have a thing where so I try to explain this on any team I am on, as so each position has its responsibilities, right? Each player should know his range. If that makes any sense to you guys.
Yeah,
As a safety in my day, right? I'm not gonna say now because I probably can't cover that much ground. Shut up, E. I can't cover as I used to. But I do also. I'm also honest with myself, and I know my range has changed, right? So the range. Why I say that is when I was fast, I was able to. As a safety, you should be able to cover from your sideline to a quarter of the way to the other guy's zone. 3/4 of the field widthwise. Pause.
Okay.
The other safety should also be able to cover. So when plays happen in the middle of the field, both of you guys should end up there. Preferably, the best thing would be one in the front, one in the back. So if it's long, somebody's there, it's short, somebody's there. If it's your sideline, you should be able to clean that up. You shouldn't have been to the point where you're too far to get to your sideline before the ball gets there. Now, you also have to know how fast the QB throws. You know who you're playing against. There might be a guy with a gun. So your range is different in this game because that guy can beat you there. Right? Now let's play down as a corner. You play down as a corner. I hate when the corners play back and or play and expect the safety to come down and stop that under guy.
Yeah.
I can't stop the under guy because then we're gonna get beat over the top for a touchdown.
Yeah.
It drives me nuts, but when I'm playing, I just play within whatever system people are calling, right? So now, this is one thing. So throwing to the sideline is a far throw, right?
Mm-hmm.
The corner's job is to stop 12 to 15 yards of that throw. Be in the position where he has to throw over you, because most of the time he's not going to just try to throw over you because it's a difficult throw.
Yeah, it's a hard throw.
Once it passes that 15, it's in safety range. So now your safety is in his position. If nobody's in front of you, you should be dropping back because somebody's probably gonna end up in that position. So now your safety can leave because you've also dropped back. And that works on both sides of the field. The hardest position for me to play is the middle.
Yeah, the linebacker.
Because you have to read more than anybody else. You have to see whether the guy's coming from the right, the left. When you're on a side, your job is simple, bro. And Kenny, that playing back and just allowing it. So now here's where your defensive captain comes into me, right? We've played and you can't show the same look all the time, right?
Yep.
So there's times we're playing and I'll whisper little shit to the middle linebacker. I'm like, yo, drop out. I'm coming down, which means you got to get to safety because they're not even going to know that I'm headed there. They mess up, they throw a pick or something like that. Corner, stay with that guy on the just drop out because I'm and you adjust that as the game goes on. But all these exotic defenses, I be seeing some single high safety. Y'all trying to reinvent the wheel sometimes. It's 6-on-6 ball. You know what I mean? When you get to 7-on-7 ball in other leagues, the defense changed a little bit. But at the end of the day, playing 7-on-7 ball, the defense, there's only so much defenses you can switch there. You're going man, you're going 2 safeties over the top, you're going cover 3, and that's about it. There's not much going on, and you adjust. If you're going to be out of your position, you have to have somebody filling your position. And it's just as simple as that. I don't want to sound like it's, don't get me wrong. When you out there and a dude hit you with a route, all that stuff changes a little bit. But concept wise, all these extra shits is unnecessary, man.
Exactly what you said about changing up coverage positions. We've done that. That exact same play against the All-Stars in the other league in that playoff game. Remember I had to pick against Sheep. I changed something against Sheep with James against Sheep. It's like, all right, he keeps doing this. This time I'm going to switch position. You can see it if you watch the video that we switch positions temporarily. All right, if he throws this anywhere near me, I'm taking this away.
You're going.
That's how we ended up getting the pick that play and not losing the game.
And all you have to do is communicate that to the other guy so that the position that you're supposed to be in, he feels it because they won't see you coming to get that because they're used to him being there. And it's a chess game. All right, I'm gonna let him catch that 8 times. He get it. Boom, boom. Hey, he got to know. All right, keep getting it. Keep getting it. On that 9th time, I did something different, and they thought they were gonna get it, and they didn't get it. And that's how it goes. But I just I don't want to always sound like I know what I'm talking about, but I might know what I'm talking about.
You might know what you're talking about.
For so much defenses you can play.
Yeah.
I might know what I'm talking about.
But so many defenses you can play. You said it
so much. And when nothing zone wise is working, go man. Because that's
you go man. And I tell people this all the time, and this is if you getting killed in zone, you switch to 2, 3, whatever you think you can play. 1 high, all this cool shit, man. Just go man. Like if you getting killed anyway, you got nothing to lose. No diddy.
Yeah, and at that point, who getting killed.
Next week he gonna be on not top 10.
Yeah, at that point it's mano y mano. You know who it is now.
Exactly.
In the zone, sometimes you be like, yo, that's my fault. Like that's one thing with me. I always take blame. It might not even be my fault. I'd be like,
a lot of the time it is though. You got to apologize to me a lot.
Yeah, but sometimes it'll be my fault because what you're expecting me to do if I'm playing safety, I can't do that.
Yeah,
you can't ask me to do that unless somebody else is filling in.
Yeah.
So, but all right, let's get back to this game. We done went off. Yo, this is a good show so far, man. I ain't even gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm breaking it down.
We breaking it down today. All right, so where were we? I don't even know.
You care to touch on the free agent situation, like because there was a little something. Not to dive into detail, but I think they were a little thrown off by the change in QB.
That's what I was wondering when I watched the video. Like, why is Jason the QB? Okay. Was Chick not there?
No, he was there, but they I think because they had 2 games, they wanted to split who played QB for like one for one game, one for the other.
That makes sense. Yeah.
So I don't know. That might have been taken with a little exception, and he may no longer be with the team.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Or
So-
my only advice to a team, like if you're gonna do that,
Ahead of time.
it has to be known ahead of time.
Yeah.
Especially in the wintertime. If it's summertime, I'll
I'll
be out
be
there
out there all
chilling.
day.
Come out, drink a Corona,
Heck
son.
yeah, you come hang
Even
out.
though you should be out there with your team regardless.
Yes, yes.
So let's not. You should be out there.
Yeah, that's not what we're not saying, but in the winter time you would give a heads up because maybe the person could show up later. But that's the only thing about
3
that.
weeks to
Free
talk
chick-
about
free
this.
chick.
That's a fact. We 3 weeks.
They had
into
3
this.
weeks to talk about it.
We are 3 weeks
We're
into
week
this.
1. We're in week 4. They had 3 weeks to discuss the game plan.
Yeah, be proactive. That's it. But that team has the management in place that I have confidence in. So they'll get it together. So what is this? Free agent Browns. Like I said, you guys touched on it. 30. Ty, did you touch on this one?
No, so this game I didn't get a chance because when I tried, you took it down, so I didn't really get a chance to watch this. But
I added the first half. Yeah,
They were
notified me that the
I
first half
got
was missing.
They were up 33-7 at half. I think it was 33-7, 33-6.
Something like that. Yeah.
End up winning 39-20. What I think, and I said it while watching the game, they got conservative and started playing the clock game a little bit too early.
Too early in this league,
Like,
you gotta be careful.
you can't do that. They ask you, what's the clock?
Okay.
20 minutes. And then after the next play, what's the clock?
Yeah.
18:30. Like, oh, there's plenty of time to play here. And
Yeah.
I felt like they played the clock game a little too early. And as a result, the free agents did come back. And I'm not going to call it a benching as much as I'll call it just a change of pace at QB.
So I saw that.
what Marv ended up doing, scoring a long TD at the end.
touchdown.
And then
nice run.
It's a QB controversy. I don't know. Me doing my reporting, did reach out to one of the guys and said, hey, if there were controversy. He said there's a controversy at all positions. No positions is safe. So
I like that. So you cutting everybody.
He said a lot by saying nothing. So he said it's a controvery at all positions.
I like that.
So
That's a good answer because you can't hold them on anything.
that's a great answer.
Everybody in that locker room shook.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, all right.
But I do.
As
Kazi,
free agents get
I
together.
believe he is a starting quarterback. I don't know. I don't have any inside information, but
Sound like Pulak. It was Pulak. No,
don't reveal my sources, man.
It's on video.
Do that. They have to
gotta
watch
reveal the
video.
sources.
They have to
It's
watch
in
the
the
video.
video.
Oh man, don't reveal my sources like that.
We got it on video.
Yeah, it's on video.
funny.
So yeah, but that's about it. Browns are looking good. They looked last week. They didn't look so good. Kenny touched on it, what he thought it was, but the first half, 33 points.
I had to give him credit. I'm assuming he played well for them to put up 30 in the first half.
Yeah.
So I give him credit for that. And when I saw him for some of the second half, he threw accurately, save for the two picks. I think one of that might have been a bobble. I don't remember.
Yeah, somebody tipped it up, I think, and it
Yeah.
might have been behind him,
Yeah, shout out
That's
to
right.
Lamar and Christian for combining on two different INT touchdown, INT throwback plays. Credit to them. But yeah, I thought he played well. Kazi did at QB.
Telling you, man, I believe.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not saying you got to believe yet. Yeah, but I believe.
That's fair. My only my criticisms were just based on what I've seen in person and such, but he played well and he can play well. So
all right, good.
No-
We
no
getting
shade,
there.
no
We getting there.
Yeah.
All right. So let's move on to our D2 games.
This is
oh no.
Ah,
Oh
Yeah,
no.
this is
40-7, All Stars, Garbage Men. Go ahead. I'll let you start this one.
Yikes.
Yeah. How do I begin this?
Yeah.
Lost for words.
No, because the Garbage Men are better than this. That's why. At
Way
least
better.
I think they are.
No,
Right?
Wait, player wise, they're way better than Seth.
Yeah. So, all right. So, like you guys are the players, and you guys played against them. What is it? What is it with this team?
I'll tell you straight. Like
Go
for
ahead.
me playing with the Garbage Men, I'm not gonna they need to change up their whole defense of how they play. It's really their defense.
Single high
Like I'm not
safety,
even
bro.
trying to be funny. When I played against the garbage man, I felt like I was open every play. Like, so I think whoever, I'm pretty sure it's Ned. He controls the defense. He's the best player. I would hope he controls the defense. He needs to just take them back to the lab, and they need to set up a whole new defense. They have the athletes to be better defensively. Like 40, even though the All Stars have been rolling, Dre is a great quarterback. 40, and they only put up 7 that's not it. That's not it.
That won't do. No way.
Yeah.
No way.
So the Garbage Men are one of the teams I sometimes feel like they're in single high safety.
No, they are. That's their
Yeah.
problem. You can't play single high safety in this league. That's the
Single
problem.
high safety. That's what we get.
He's gonna get beat.
So this, I think it happens because Ned is trying to clean up all the mistakes, the errors that happen.
Like a good garbage man would do.
The irony. Yo, Ned Legs gonna fall off being single high safety because he gonna be running all over the field.
Yes. So they need to just go into a base defense, man, and
Keep it simple.
give up that underneath. Let the teams beat you driving. If you're any defense here, let a team beat you. Let them take 4 plays and score. That's decent defense.
Yes.
Make sure they got the hardest time getting downfield.
Yep.
And that's it. You just possession wise, just if they get down there on 4th down and they get one shot in the end zone, it's 50-50 at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You take those chances every trip. Don't get me wrong, it may work out where they get it. They get 100% of the 50-50 every time, but at least you cut the percentage down to a 50-50 play.
Yep.
You're gonna stop some, they're gonna score some.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at the end, you hope you come out on top. That's it. So single high safety, I don't know, bro.
That can't work.
Especially with a QB like Dre. And it's over.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that.
So Kenny?
So I got a quick question for you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So is I'm guessing now Dre is their starting quarterback going forward officially now? Because I thought it would be Sheep.
I have no idea.
Okay,
He started every game. I'm gonna assume it.
All right. He
He
put up 40 and I think he put up like 30 something on us. So I'm assuming he's the starter after that.
You gotta start him next week.
I agree.
At least for next week.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think Sheep may be. I've seen Sheep playing receiver both times.
Okay.
He stepped in for a second in the game. They
Yeah, I
might
think
have
he got
lost that
I think
game.
he got a touchdown. I think he got a touchdown.
He got a touchdown.
He did, right?
Okay, there you go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because Sheep is very capable. Both guys are very
he's a capable
capable
receiver.
at receiver. But I don't know. It's a good problem to have, right?
No,
Yeah.
look, they both good. He's coming off a championship. Dre's always good at QB, so yeah, they got a good problem to have.
Yeah. So whoever it is, they stay fine. So,
But
but I don't know. All stars, answer that question for us.
Who's better, Ty?
Who's better? Oh well, I prefer it's just play styles. I prefer Dre because he's bombs over Baghdad. I like quarterbacks that more so scratch the field, throw deep. So I like Dre's play style a little more, but they're both good quarterbacks.
I got you.
Yeah.
So word in the street is Sheep wants to play wide receiver. So maybe that's our answer right there.
All right, there you go. There you go. Makes sense.
He's capable. He's nice. So.
Yeah.
He's good. He's the goods. Yeah.
He's nice. So.
Where were we? Kenny. So your take besides what we said?
Well, I was gonna at that time made a great point about their poor defensive structure. I was wondering that. I was watching. It's like, why are they so poor on defense? Is it personnel? Is it scheme? Is it some combo? I was trying to figure that out because like I get into every game where they've been getting, I don't want to say demolished, but they have been very permissive on defense to other offenses. So I'm watching. It's like, man, these guys just give up so many points. Like what the single high safety thing is never going to work, and it's too hard for someone to cover that much width of a field. If it's a problem with individual defenders, then you just have to either, oh man, and get killed too. But you have to try something.
You hide him away underneath.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or
You
something.
hide him away underneath.
Not gonna work. Although I still have to give credit to QB. I thought Rich, who I guess I don't know, we still don't know if he's Elijah's brother or not. But I'm gonna take him at their word that they're brothers. Who knows? Maybe they lied to me.
Yeah.
I thought he played well in spots. He tends to hold the ball for some time. I don't know if that's because of the routes they're calling or people just having trouble getting open. Could be the routes, because I saw it too. They had a number of throws where he was throwing across his body across the other side of the field. It's like, those are such low percentage throws. That's why you guys are gonna have trouble moving down the field. That's one thing I noticed when I was watching him. Defensively, they made some plays, a couple of plays, literally a couple of plays. But
this team also struggles big time with drops.
Yes,
they do. When we played, they had a lot of bad drops.
They have the most drops in the league.
Yeah, they had a lot of bad drops. Yeah, I remember that. And then the QBs just got to find ways to get Ned the ball too. So at this point, you got nothing to lose. Just feed him the ball most you can. I know it sounds crazy. You just got to do it at that point. Hope he breaks off a 5-yard slant for 100 yards.
And he's capable.
Yeah.
Or just more short routes in general. Fewer.
Yeah, we did get a commitment from the garbage man that should this league continue, we do have a verbal commitment that they are back. So
the only way you get better, you got to go through this phase as a team.
Yeah,
that's the only way you get better.
Yeah,
100%. So they need fix the defense, as the guys have mirrored it here today. Fix the defense. Single high safety does not work in 6-on-6 football unless you're Superman out there and you can get if you can get from middle to both sideline, you're the greatest player I've ever seen in 6-on-6 football. And I know some fast guys who can't get from sideline to sideline.
Facts.
So, and this is another thing, right? Even if you show that doesn't have to be the defense. I feel like they show it, then that's the defense.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like you can show cover 3 and it not be cover. Like you can show anything. You don't want them to know what you're doing. You can show whatever the heck you want to show, and then then shift into your defense. But you can't shift into single high safety.
All right.
Nope.
And I like the approach you got to taking, but let me ask, what's more alarming? In a red zone, as we say, 60-minute long football game, giving up 40 on only scoring 7 points on offense.
Only
so we ain't talking a lot about defense.
Only scoring 7.
We ain't talking a lot about defense, guys. They it's not like it was 40-39. You know what I mean? Like they just couldn't stop them. They put up 7 points. And the All-Stars defenses, it's all right.
But that eye was crazy.
I'm saying we see them against the Gladiators give up points. We see them against the, you know what I mean? So the elites give up points. So I don't think they have, you don't think about this when you think about that with the Gladiators and think All-Stars. You don't really think about defense. No disrespect.
7 is
no disrespect. So. We're here talking a lot about defense, guys. They put up 7.
7 is tough.
So I still look at them because Rich this is his second game, right? Okay. I still look at them as a new team, although some of the guys have played together before. There's a lot of new guys.
Yeah. His second game with us, or his second game with them all together?
I'm going to assume it's his second game with this full bunch of guys.
Okay.
And then you also, even if it was not his first, if it's more than his second game with them, it wasn't in this 6-on-6 football, maybe. Because all those things play a factor. Like you got to learn how to play this style.
Yep.
You go to 7-on-7, you got to learn what works over there.
Yeah. 7 points.
We've all been on teams that have gotten thrashed, and you gotta come, and you gotta the next year, like I said, we went to Rough Touch. We got 1 win in the first season, turn around and win a championship the next season. It could be like that.
Yeah.
Yep, it happens like that.
You know what I mean? And you figured it out. You brought in a piece that just made everything work. But so right now they're in that figuring out process. But some of the guys need to buckle down. And at the end of the day, you got to catch the football.
You got to.
You got to catch the football. When sometimes the lights be too bright in game for some guys, right? This guy when it matters the most, That's when the drops happen.
Did he vanish?
Nerves? Are you calling out nerves?
No, I'm not calling
Are you calling the garbage men scared? That's what you're saying.
No.
That's what I'm
Well,
hearing.
I'm not okay. Not as a whole, the garbage, because we know Ned
ain't
ready
not.
for it all the time.
So Ned is not scared, but everybody else is scared. That's what you're
Sometimes
saying?
I feel like for the drops to be so much, right?
It's crazy.
That's it's either a lack of focus or the
overthinking.
light's too bright.
It's overthinking.
Yeah, and you can't overthink. At the end, just catch the ball. Like what? Like, listen, drops happen, right? But as a player, there's certain drops that you know why you dropped the ball. At this point, if you dropping the ball at the rate that we feel they're dropping the ball at, it ain't those reasons. You got it. It's like maybe you just I don't know. I don't want to call it afraid, but you got to catch the ball. I drop the ball once in a while when I look over my shoulder because I know where I want to go and I'm trying to get it in really fast. And I take my eye off the ball. It drops. Ty, I'm sure that happens to you sometimes because you already got the move set up.
I'm trying to get the move set up for somebody.
And then you look away at that last moment. Boom, the ball never comes in.
Drop,
Any same thing happens. I'm sure it happens to you, E. That's it. But that's why you drop that. The next time you literally can just eye the ball in. You're not gonna
looking the football in the whole way next time.
All the way and not.
Might be practice.
They can't worry about. No. You can't worry about running if you ain't catching.
You can't catch. Yeah. And it was easy catches. I remember versus us, they were dropping like easy catches. Like it was a play, I was nowhere near the dude, and I was like then running down to get the flag, and he just dropped it. I was like, oh yeah, 4th down. Like I was excited. Like, man, thank you. I literally said thank you, and then got ready for the return.
In the first game, Ned played QB. I thought Ned played well.
Yeah.
Ned took the pressure on himself and was like, nah, I gotta play better at QB. I'm like, nah, they gotta catch the ball, bro.
If I was the owner, look, Ned, go to quarterback, man.
Well, no, Rich playing well.
Yeah,
Rich is playing well. You got to see a couple more. Rich is good. Rich is
I got to keep watching. I'm going to keep watching.
I'm going to
keep watching.
I like the first game he played. I seen him put a dime down the sideline.
Okay.
I was like, okay, he got it.
Did he play in the other league? He played in the other league?
No,
he's just
this is
okay. So I got
this is our first time. This is our first time seeing him.
Okay, bet.
So we seeing him just like you seeing him, but off of ability, and he's very. I have a thing with people being poised in the poised as QB. He's very just chill back there.
Chill.
He's just back there, just boom, there, boom.
But his demeanor, I'm not going to say the skills. His demeanor is Umair like very
okay.
Yeah. You know how he don't nothing look like nothing stays him. It don't even matter. He cool.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, so that's always a good characteristic for your QB to have. Mm-hmm. So now, like I said, they just need to clean up the drop. Stop. Drops are a lack of focus.
Yes.
So forget the run part. Because something you might want to get it. You're like, oh, I'm open, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna go. Nah, forget that. You just catch it. If you catch it at 10 and get 10, that's better than dropping it at 10 and getting nothing. Mm-hmm. So let's just do that.
Maybe they may have to practice catching the ball on their own too. There's nothing that stops you from throwing 100 passes to yourself 5 times a week and getting better, just looking the ball in different angles. I even play games sometimes.
A jug machine?
Just throw it to yourself. Who's on a jugs machine? That's a real first world problem if you have a jug machine and you're not using it. But just throw it to yourself. There's nothing stopping you, and you look it in. I like to play games sometimes without my gloves on, just for instances like when we're playing in the snow or the rain. So it doesn't. Because a lot of times people take off their gloves, it shakes them. So it's like, oh man, I feel completely exposed. And
I've gotten soft over the years, bro. We used to play bare hand, no gloves. Literally, if I have to take my gloves off now and the football slaps my hands, I feel like a bitch. Like so I ain't even go hold y'all. But I done fixed my problem. Those little tight shits that be under my shorts, them shits clear my gloves off of all liquid when I wipe them more near.
That's
so I already know how to deal with it. But I like one thing I'm gonna say when I feel like when I first come into a game, I show up late.
Mm-hmm.
if you'll watch me, I always take the football for a second. I don't have to catch it. I just
Yep.
need to like,
Same.
Yeah,
get
everybody
a little
football.
feel of the
Yeah,
football.
yeah,
All right,
yeah.
and now I'm ready. Yeah, like I don't have to catch it. I just need a touch of the football just to feel like, because if the
Yeah.
first pass coming, I might not have touched the football. I don't
You
know what's
yeah.
going to happen.
Yeah, you need to get your hands. I call
You
getting
got
your
to,
hands warmed up.
yeah,
That's why
you
I
got to just,
getting your hands
yeah,
warmed up.
you got to get them warm a little bit. So,
Yeah.
but garbage man, I believe. I know I'm always the more optimistic one. I believe. E, look,
Nah,
look
I
at E,
do
look at
too.
E, look at E
Look,
face.
I don't know. I was higher on them last week than I am this week. That's something.
yeah, 7
Let's-
is a little
Yeah.
but
But
I
we
think
spent
they
a
could
lot of
turn it
time
around.
talking about them. Let's talk about the All-Stars right now.
Yes,
All stars.
Yes, for sure.
there was some dimes in this game, bro.
Man, it was dots in this one. I ain't
They
gonna
were.
lie.
Some
Sure.
dots in this one, bro. Dre continues to play good football.
Yeah.
Mike Labate continues
Michael
to play
Labate.
Yeah, Mike
his
has been
best
balling.
football to date.
Yeah.
Look, Mike's been balling at receiver. He killed us. He was killing this game. He's elevating. I saw him caught a little jump catch on the sideline. I'm like, okay.
He gave the tiny.
Get it too small. Get it too small.
Mike been balling, bro.
Yeah,
Mike has
man.
been balling. Who
It's
else?
true.
I'm trying to. If I'm
Nabi.
missing anybody,
Tom, you got Tommy.
Tommy had a
Tommy.
few interceptions that game too. It was really nice.
Thomas.
Yeah, Tommy caught an interception across the middle. Yeah.
You
Thomas
got,
took it back.
Ken involved. Ken caught a touchdown and an extra point, right?
Yes, Ken had one high in the back corner of the end
That
zone.
was the extra point. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Mhm.
So they're also they're looking like a complete team.
Yeah. Everybody on that team, everybody eats. Like, you don't know who game is it going to be. Tommy could come out and kill you. Get Fabi catching big catches. They just, you never know who's going to beat you. I know Diddy. You got one person, another person cooks up. You know what I'm saying? So they're a tough team because you don't know, like, who day is it going to be.
And that's the makeup of a good team.
Yeah, no, for sure. For sure.
That's the makeup of a good team. So
So let me ask you, while we got an active player, Ty, who's better? All-Stars or the elites? That's what we do here, man. Yeah.
Damn, that's honestly. Then we almost lost versus but we beat. I gotta say, because we lost to them, so I gotta say, as of right now, All Stars. I gotta say, All Stars is the better team. Is the better team right now because obviously we lost to them, right? So, and then, yeah, that's fair. Even though it's All Stars. They're the better team as of right now, but that may change next week. We could go on the nail biter versus the elites. My opinion may change, but right now All Stars beat us, so they deserve that over the elites since we beat the elites and we didn't beat them. So yeah.
all right. I think they're a tale of two. This is a full. I feel both teams are a full team, but big play ability, like the cutting and all that shit that Squirrel be doing with and they got a couple guys over there that are just super fast that can lose you. They get the shit where they get in line and they start pitching the ball. One Squirrel start cutting and they get so big play ability, maybe elites, but as a consistent team, All Stars have been
concur. Concur 1,000%.
That's a good description of the two teams.
That's
But
fair.
either you can lose either way. Either thing can beat you. But
That's
they're just all right.
I thought Steve and Mike did a good job of rushing in concert against Rich because of the way he stands. He kind of stands square. He doesn't really move. So I thought them just running in with their hands up. Good stuff. I noticed that. So give them both a shout out. Steve.
The critique I gave Rich last week was back up off the line.
I think I heard you say that. Yeah.
I hate it. Like
when you guys are up against the line,
why are we throwing at the line of scrimmage? Like, take that 2 yards, 3 yards isn't gonna make that much difference in the throw. Back up, bro.
If you got the arm, especially if you got a good arm, you don't got nothing to worry about.
You give yourself the space, and then when they rush you, you can take an angle and make a miss.
Angles.
If they're right up on you, if you're right up at the line, they literally can just reach out. Yeah, so
he's dropping jewels. He's dropping jewels. Y'all got to pick him up.
Listen, I've been around the block, man. All right, let's move on to our last game of the day.
This was another goodie.
Cali's. Yeah. Oh, this was a good one. Let me start here. All right, so early in this game, if y'all heard my commentary, I felt like I was spot on in this game. Early, I felt Jason's ball wasn't reaching where it needed to reach. Pause.
You got the pause.
Okay. Yeah. I got pre-pause like Dame Dash.
Yo, you definitely got a pretty pause. Yeah, it's deadly.
Yes, the football wasn't getting to where it needed to get to. So then, if you watch to the half, and we interviewed Q, what Q said was spot on what needed to happen. We're doing too much. Dump it down here. Let us work for a little bit. All that other stuff will happen later.
Mm-hmm.
You got Will, but they got Arnold on the other side, so it ain't gonna just be no easy pickings. You know what I mean? These guys are guys, so they got their guy. You got your guy. He's gonna make it hard on that guy. Football wasn't getting there. Anas had a pick 6 in this game. That was
that was a nice pick 6.
That was great.
He cut it off, but the ball was thrown short. Anas had to come back 4 yards from where the receiver was and took it to the house. Now, also, one thing I'm going to knock for Jason, if Jason wouldn't have put his hands up and complained about the receiver not running his route,
he could have got the flag.
He would have caught Anas.
Yeah, he would have caught the flag.
For like a couple seconds, and by the time he decided to stop and start running, Anas is already on his way.
Yeah,
Forget all that. You talk to that receiver on the side. Stop the touchdown. Shout out to Anas. He's also been playing great ball.
Yeah.
So that 4th down catch he had, touchdown in the second half. Nice.
Yeah, he's been hooping. Hash started the game very efficiently. Get into the red zone. Now, this is where we just mentioned this 50-50 thing, right? Once it's 4th down and goal, and it's a 50-50. You get a touch. It's hard. Like this is now a big play. Lights get bright. Defense tightens up a little bit. It's hard. He got down there. Completion. Maybe 6 completions straight down the field. Interception.
I saw that.
Second drive.
Yeah.
Same thing. Drive. Pick. I'm not knocking him because he was playing very efficient, but it's when the field gets tight. When you get within 15 yards of that end zone, now there's no further to run. Everything's a little tight out there. So
true.
But other than that, these teams this was an evenly matched game. The Caliphs adjusted in the second half and did what they were supposed to do. You dump it down, you got those guys that can run and miss flags, and when Will goes up the field, he's gonna take some attention, right? So you keep dumping it down, and eventually he's gonna get loose
all day. Q was open underneath all day.
All day.
He
said it at the half. He's like, we just doing too much.
Yeah.
We just doing too much. And that's my take on this one. So
it was good. I'll shout out one of my guys as well. I didn't even know he's playing on their team. AP.
I
was watching.
He had a good game.
He did.
Oh, nice.
I was like, so I didn't even know you were on this team, but good for him. He had 2 touchdowns, I think, right?
Yeah, he had
3. I think it was 3.
No, he had 2. Okay. Q had the game-winning touchdown.
Okay.
Yeah. His best one was he had one where he kind of had to fend Anas off a little bit, like Anas over is right in the front of the end zone. Then he had another one on the back on it. He's solid first game for a guy that I've never seen play.
He does that. He makes plays like that, but not against me. But anybody else, yes.
No, yo.
So Ty, what you thought?
All right, so this game overall was pretty even on both sides. They kind of went back and forth. The pick 6, I ain't gonna, after they caught the pick 6, I'm like, okay, at least it's looking like they're gonna, run away with this. Because the energy, you get a pick 6, it's a big play anytime. So then after that, man, the Cowboys did a good job of not being rattled after that, despite all that. And then I was more shocked that Nas, I think that was probably a deep out for clutch. I was like, oh yeah, it's definitely fucking over after that. And then the Caliph's goal, they do a beautiful drive and then they end the game. So that little 2-minute offense they did, that was very impressive to stay undefeated. So yeah, it was a good game overall. Like you said too. As a team, you get a team on those 4th and 15s, 4th and 10s. At that point, it's 50-50. I agree. Like if my defense get 4th and 10, I love that. So
You pick your defense. You take your
Yep.
defense in that situation.
Exactly. But good game between two of the more top teams. So they did good. It was a nice little game. I enjoyed watching it. And then College stayed undefeated for that top spot. So yeah, it was a good game.
Now I got a question for you guys.
Yeah. Shoot.
If Shane plays this game, what's the outcome?
I don't know enough about Shane to comment. I've never seen him play myself.
Shane plays for you.
Yeah, I can't.
I think with Shane's, Elites would have probably had I don't know who was the hiker for but they probably would have had to put one of their faster guys on Shane.
Hiker for the
he's more
Elites
mobile.
Was Sahel's nephew.
I do know his name too.
I do too.
Yeah.
So is he more of a because Shane can move a little bit? So he more
played
of a
well.
guy?
He played well. He had couple clutch sacks in this game. I was gonna mention it.
I was gonna mention that too. I like how both rushers for both teams are well. But one thing I liked about how the Elites rusher was like, this is something I like about players where you don't necessarily have to tell them. Just because you can't rush for the 4 seconds doesn't mean you just stand there and do nothing.
Yes.
Like,
that's a big
either
position.
put your hands up, which I liked, or do something to mirror. If the QB's running from one side, mirror him, make it harder for him to have clear lines of sight to who he's throwing for. Even sometimes when I'm playing rusher, and depends on the league, if I can jam people, I'm jamming somebody receiver and running back there. I'm doing something before the play happens to impact.
Stop the first that quick dump.
Exactly.
Yep. You got to be a nuisance when you're there.
He played good. Jesus Christ!
It was right there.
Abrar.
He put it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even look yet, but I just got
Okay.
He played great game. He had 2 sacks because Jay is normally elusive with his little pump, and then he scrambles out and was able to he's able to throw on the run. But it was kind of shut down in this one. He didn't throw well on the run here. Now I don't know what to credit it to because he's usually good at that. There was snow on the ground, so traction isn't going to be the same. But it didn't stop the giver from being able to run up and grab them flags. So there's no excuse. You're both playing in the same conditions. So he played good, giver. What else? Where were we? I'm sorry. I don't know.
Will he be able to chase down Shane? Because I never. That's what I'm asking.
He can run, but one thing Shane has the ability to do, which a lot of QBs can't do. Shane's right-handed, can scramble to his left and throw back without squaring back up.
Oh, I see what you're saying. So he could throw cross body. It doesn't matter how he is.
It's not really cross body. It's like open. Like he
could go make that weird throw. I see what you're
he's scrambling left and he's hit Will back right while running full speed left with accurately though.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
And usually like most QBs, right? They have to square back up to throw.
Yeah, you cut off a side, they ain't
throwing. Yeah, he can't get message. I gotta pay attention to when people saying stuff. You flush the QB out, depending on the hand he throws with, you should be flushing him to a specific side.
Correct.
You rush him to a specific side and make him take off that side. Just everybody got to know if it's a running QB, everybody got to fire there and fire and help. You know what I mean? You rush him to the side, but Shane has been able to run to that side and throw out of awkward positions, but it's not just a throw because anybody can throw it. It's been accurate.
Yeah.
He does this little fake spin thing. I've been watching it. I watch a lot of tape. He does this little fake spin thing to make it look like he's gonna wheel back. Doesn't wheel back all the time. Okay. He'll fake spin and keep going.
Does that so he can get his platform back.
Yeah.
Get his platform back.
But he doesn't need the platform either because
instead of Jay, they vote him out. That's what you're saying.
I don't know. That's what I was asking. Because that doesn't mean anything. Because I seen the last Shane didn't play well They got shut down a little bit in a game the week before. They got shut down in the second half.
Mhm.
So I'm not saying that it can't be done, but I'm just saying this is Jason's first time QB in the team. It's going to be a little difficult.
Yeah.
Shane knows these guys. You know what I mean? He knows what they're doing. So that's I was just asking what would the outcome be they still won.
Yeah.
But what would the outcome be if the main QB was there?
Okay.
That's all I was asking.
Yeah, I think they still come out with this win. I think they still come out with the win. They got it with Jay. I think they would have got it with Shane.
Well, there we go. Well, yeah, basically.
But
what do you probably been
working? Because he has to play. Kenny, you're a defensive wizard. You play against the Caliphs. What's your defensive strategy against these guys? You know they have.
I know. I've played one-on-one against a number of their guys before.
Yeah. And every man AP.
Tough matchup with a lot of those guys. I think it depends more on who the quarterback is. Is he a runner? Can we concede some of the running and then focus more on like taking away some of their more explosive guys down the field? I guess I would say I would change it based on the rules. You guys don't have jams here, so you can't jam. So I have to put it in the context. All right, what are the rules in the Red Zone League? How would I defend them in this league? I would definitely start out zone, and if people start beating one of the zones and we start going man in spots, I would say it would change based on what's happening in the game. I can't give you like a one size fit all for the Caliphs. I would just know they have a number of good receivers, so can't sleep on folks.
Yeah.
No single high safety for certain.
Yeah.
I try to single high with them. They about to put up 50 for the single high with them.
So I will ask this question. I'll ask a follow-up question. And so Ty, you guys haven't played them yet. Let's just assume game is tight. You going, man. What do you do to stop Will? Because that would be your assignment, clearly.
It depends. What's the down and distance? Is this like 4th and 10? We go with the 4th and 10.
They got the ball. You guys are down. You need to stop. So you went man the whole drive. What are you doing to stop Will?
Oh, just play. Just play corner. I of course I watch tape, so see some of his routes. Know that I know him and Shane have a good connection, so I know at least on that drive he's gonna get a few targets. You just got to be ready, and then don't get caught with double moves. I tell my guys all the time when you playing man, and I know it sounds counterintuitive. If you feel a double move coming, you got to give them the first move out of respect, and then you just got to go up and make that play on the ball. If a person, because now you shoot that stop, and then he goes. You shoot that post, then he goes corner. So also it's a thing of respect. If you got in a tier 1, tier 2 player, you're gonna have to give him a little curl. You just got to get that flag, and then hope it's a mistake. Hope he drops the ball. You get a tip. No diddy. Hope something happens. So. You just got to do that. You got to respect the players at the end of the day. But yeah, I'm gonna play them modest, and then when it's time to make a play, I'm gonna try my best to make a play, and I'm pretty sure I'll make it. I got confidence in my ability.
That's good. That and don't lunge for the flag. That's one thing. I've done that against him before. He's a killer if you lunge for the flag and miss. Yeah, he just runs by you.
They do the hip sways. They do the little hip sways and all that. Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Just try to corral like you're playing basketball. Yeah,
you miss a flag in man coverage. Good night. Good night.
15 is better than 6.
Yep.
15 yards is better than 6.
Yep.
That is, you just said something that know what is the crazy part is what you just said is like you should know this.
Nah, people don't.
That's all I'm like you should know this. But so it goes, man. All right. You know what? It's time for people's favorite part of the show. I feel like I'm lagging. My video's lagging a little bit.
Yeah, you lagging a little bit.
I thought it was me for a second.
I thought my connection. I'm looking at the whole thing.
Yeah, no. All right, hold on. Let me leave the screen for a second. I'm gonna come back.
Top 10. Which y'all think is number 1 on the top 10, man? Who number 1?
Definitely, the pick six should be there. Not necessarily 101.
Pick sixes don't get number 1. Pick sixes.
No,
I ran back 100-yard pick six.
I saw that.
I ain't get number 1.
Catch was crazy though. The driving catch was crazy.
Nah, you good. It was
driving catch was crazy.
That's fair.
I don't know. I'm just lagging. I'll figure it out later. But but you know what time it is. It's y'all hear me on time though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we hear you good.
Okay.
Your screen is lagging.
My screen's just like, all right, so it's all right. So my you know what time it is. It's time for the top 10. Let's give me 2 seconds. All right.
I see. I'm
You know what?
excited. See whoever number 2. Just cry now.
If we get to it.
No, I got it.
This break is brought to you by Freshly Engineered Cookies. Get your orders in.
I like it.
That was smooth.
Waleed. Forgive me. I don't know the cookie of the month.
I think he said he gonna drop the cookie of the month. I don't think he said he dropped it yet.
These cookies are excellent. Credit
Yeah.
to you. Yeah.
Like 5 minutes in the oven. Oh yeah.
There you go.
100%.
Gay drops back. Airs it out.
Okay. Okay.
That was Houston Jonathan. This one we had talked about earlier, Mike Labate.
Boom.
Yes. That's the catch.
Too small. Too small.
Now Bits. Bar drops back.
Marv is
Up
exceptional.
on that kid. That's the
He's
angle.
faster than he looks.
Marv
He's faster than he looks.
We out of there.
Man.
is gone.
Oh, this is one of my favorite plays. Look at how early he throws this ball to a spot.
Boom.
That's a dot.
That's a
That's
dot.
such a dot.
That's a dot. That's the lag. It's kind of throwing the plays off a little bit, but we're good. Just throw it up when you got Big Fabby over there.
Yeah. He's been playing great.
Another one. This one was that was Tommy throwing it to KJ, throwing it to end zone TD.
The pick 6 got to be coming up.
Now we got this man gonna be on here once a week. Throw it up. We got Big G. 1, 2, 3 guys. It don't matter. Number 1.
Okay, let's. Yep. That was crazy.
Nice catch. And the confidence throw too. Good. Wow.
Yeah. I don't know what's up with this lag. Maybe my internet's acting up at home, but the rest of y'all on the screen good. So we just gonna have to deal with it tonight. We ain't got nothing against pick sixes, man. We ain't got nothing against pick sixes. We ain't got nothing
There's a
against
lot of
pick
this. There was a lot of this week. A lot of this.
Yeah, a lot of head taps this week.
A lot of that.
Yeah, it was a lot of for
A
sure.
lot of that this week. Going through these plays are rough, man. It's rough. A lot of guys deserve to be on there. So
There were a couple when reviewing the plays, bro. Me and E literally set up a 10, then keep watching videos and be like, nah, that one.
Honorable mention.
Yeah, like that one gotta go.
Yeah.
Like this one's better than that one. Then we'll cut all the extras and then look at the video again and be like, nah, that one was better than that one.
That was better than that. Yeah, it's a process, bro. It's a process.
Nah, it's tough. It's a lot of games too. Y'all gotta watch footage of to get, yeah, for sure, and go through.
Shout out to E. He kind of goes through all the game tape. because I kind of put the videos together. So
Gotcha.
you got to kind of portion it out. E goes through all the game tape at the games. He'll mention stuff like, "Yo, that's that play right
That
there."
game.
So you already got a mental note that happened. So you
Where to
already
go
know.
through, yeah.
Yeah.
Now I be hearing y'all say it. Oh, that's a top 10.
Top 10.
Potential top 10. I be hearing that. I be hearing that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
One day you get the number one spot, man. One day.
Look, one day.
One day.
Gonna be
But
the
the
last
only reason
game of
you
the
probably
season.
wasn't on it this week is because you wasn't here.
Look, that's a very valid point. That's a very valid point. I'm telling you, I'm gonna get a dipping touchdown. That's gonna make number one. I'm gonna dip on like 3 people on a little dip flag shit and then score. It's coming up. I'm telling you.
All right.
Look
All
forward
right.
to that.
I think we done covered. I think we covered everything. This is the best show,
fun, bro.
This is the best show to date. Any podcast for football that we've done.
Come on.
You two
Never
guys.
towel on it.
You guys was both just the experience talk. We know you know guys that can play, and just having the experience talk made it such a great show tonight. You guys are Kenny, you here? Ty? I don't know. We might have to bring you on.
Look, let me know, man. I clear up the date. I'll be like, yo, shorty, we gotta go on a date another day, man. I gotta be on the pod. Let me know. Just let me know.
Yeah, this was dope. This was a good night. Let me see. Let me run to the chat for a second. Robin Ease, who's the favorites?
All right. And even with them here, my favorites, D2, I have Caliph's 1.
I'm with that.
Man, this is wrong.
Why are you thinking about number 2 so hard? What's going on?
Like,
what's going on?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm actually torn between Gladiators and All Stars, and I'm not just gonna do the head-to-head. I'm gonna go Caliph's 1. Caliph's 1 is crazy. How's that crazy?
No, Caliph's 1. I'm not. Caliph's 1 not crazy.
No. I'm talking about Germ. He said that.
Okay.
Caliph's 1. I got Gladiator slightly at 2. All Stars 3. Elites 4. Garbage Men 5. That's this week.
Okay,
that's fair.
That's fair. Yeah.
All right.
Disagree?
D3.
Well, I know
disagree.
He's on the Gladiators. He has to disagree.
Yeah.
Well, no, yeah, he's going to disagree. But they're undefeated, right? So I'll be biased if I just say, oh, we better, right? They matched up against good teams and they won, so But we don't play them. When we play them, we're gonna figure out. So we'll figure out real soon. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna play them last week or something like that.
At the end of week 4. That's all I'm talking about. I don't know.
Okay, bet.
I know it's gonna be at the end. I'm just talking about week 4. That's it. My list can change.
Oh shit! I think I fixed my lagging problem.
You did.
My damn charge.
If you did, can you please? I know it was kind of rough on us too, and I don't want to take up everybody's time. Can we run through the top 10 again? Because it did skip on some of the parts.
Okay, I got y'all. Yo,
Yeah,
you ain't never got to ask for the top 10. Like, can we? Of course. Just say run it again. Run the tape, bro.
Run that back. Because it did skip on some of the parts. Run that back.
That's it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, now it's crystal clear.
Oh, there we go.
This 4K right here.
Well done.
All right, this first Jay
drops back. Airs it out.
There. A lot of people don't know.
That's a dot down that sideline there.
A lot of people don't know he plays receiver. This one was who's? Back to the end.
Jonathan, shout out to Jonathan, man. You playing some good ball this season. And if you could hear him in the video, he's like, yo, I told you I give me the fucking ball.
Who's? My favorite part of this is the Sally. Look at the celebration.
Too
small. Okay, like I was saying on this one, Marv is deceptively fast. To take up one, I give like that.
Nah, he looked fast on film. He looked fast on film, though.
Marv
gone.
is gone.
Shout out to the call just now. Oh, man, commentator got that. Oh, this is my play right here. Look at this. Look at the anticipation.
This was
Look at that.
really cool.
Dime.
And that's what you got to deal with when you play against them. That's just the job.
Give me that. And the feed. Go the other way. Give me that.
It feels like Fabby does that once a game, man.
Facts.
It's the one, the KJ that you talking about, Rob. When Mercer's in
Bro.
position.
Merce was in position, bro.
Man, you could do it. That's a great
You got to
catch.
attack the football there as the defender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even if you can't catch it, bat it down.
Yeah, go for the bat down.
What do you do in this? You got a 6'9" monster.
What do you do here? Pray.
Right.
I don't get why people try to jump on him. Man. You can't jump on him.
You can jump with him now. And
If the
number
ball's
one,
placed right, it's just him and catching it.
Yep.
that one.
Thomas.
And just for the record, the other one from Tommy to the other sideline, that's Mahad and Maz, the two that I was talking about earlier. The one on the right side was one, and that one there was the other. Them boys been balling, man.
Thomas.
Complete football team.
All right, I'm not the only one that's going to do that. Give me your D2 rankings. Well, Ty, you don't have to. Rob?
D2 rankings.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go to Caliphs at 1.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like how long number 2 taking, man. I ain't feeling that. I ain't feeling that.
You know what?
Yeah.
Listen,
I ain't feeling that.
I think the only thing that's for certain is 1 and 5 right now. At the
Yeah.
current
I respect
moment.
because y'all can't. After that, All-Stars, Elites, Gladiators,
Jumble, yeah.
you can. It depends.
It's
You know
any
what I
given
mean? Y'all,
Saturday.
it's any given Saturday with y'all guys. But right now, I feel like the Caliphs have definitively stayed like, yeah, we're the team to beat.
Yeah. They
You know what I
with
mean?
their-
And
their
then
backup
the other
quarterback.
3 mix it in there, and then the
No.
garbage.
You got to still do it.
Huh?
I need you 2, 3, and 4.
Yeah.
3.
I was trying to get out of there.
The 3.
Yeah, we ain't
Give
even
me
gonna
2,
let me
3,
rock.
4. Huh? Nah.
Go with your
I'm
heart
gonna-
telling you, not your mind.
I'm gonna go All-Stars.
Also, okay. Mm-hmm.
Then I'm gonna go Gladiators. Then I'm gonna go Elites. The reason why is, like I said, All-Stars are complete across the board. It's not like, and then now I'm gonna go Gladiators because I take Ty as my superstar over, as in like Ty has been imposing.
All right, we deferred on 2 and 3. What makes the All-Stars better than the Gladiators?
What makes the All-Stars better than the
At the
Gladiators?
current moment, of course.
Full team. I'll always take a team of everybody chipping in than a team of one guy doing something and then the guy not that they're chipping in, but it's not as evenly distributed as the All-Stars are. Who's gonna kill you on the All-Stars? Who can you tell me who's gonna kill you each game? You go to the Gladiators, we know if Ty's there, Ty's gonna do his job first, right? You go to the Elites, you know that Adil and Arnold, those guys are gonna do their job.
I get that, but we've been other places where we knew guys like, and I'll shout them out, guys like Brian were the guys to beat, and they still did it. If you're that great,
I hear you, but the grit also, they just play they're playing a good brand of football.
I got it.
Dang, I'm trying to get at you, trying to get me blasted in the chat later tonight.
Either way, you pick one, the other side is gonna blast you, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It's all right. Well, they can. This is what I'm saying. They can say what they're gonna say. The wins will prove wrong or right.
Yeah,
that's all that matters.
Kenny, you seen enough to D2?
Kenny thought he was out. Kenny thought the show was over.
You're not getting away with this. Nah. We're gonna close out soon.
Yeah. Man. I have to go Caliphs 1.
Mhm.
And I don't agree with the assessment Rob gave, but I have it's like almost blasphemy. I have All Stars 2 over Gladiators. And this current week. That's all the power ranking. I'm going by this just because
not standings, it's the power rankings, not a standing.
It's good.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Just the
I know.
Because some of his people they have missing on the Gladiators, but I don't buy. Well, there's some validity to the we don't know who's going to kill us thing, but you can have like players who can take over in different positions, and that can supersede just a balanced squad. Right now, though, I think
Agreed.
Yeah, All Stars over Gladiators, then the Elites, and then the very easy 5 Garbage Men. Sorry, Garbage Men. But
I said the same thing he said. You argued me. Wait, you agree with him? I said what he said just 3 minutes ago. The guy could be great, and there's nothing you can do about it. He wanted to be
exactly.
Same thing I just said.
I got you with.
Agreed.
I got you with guys being great, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when you can't take away a specific guy, you got to remember all these teams have those guys, right? And the funny part is the All Stars have who's their guys. Aunt Lewis, right, would be there, and he wasn't even here.
Yeah.
And he wasn't here.
Mm-hmm.
So now you add him to that fold, and still it's not going to be his show.
True.
That's what I mean. Like at the end of the day, you sort of. I know, and it sounded bad because it's like I'm saying everybody's not chipping in. That's not really what I'm saying. It's just that this team, the way the players do chip in, it's closer to the top guys. It's closer, it's even more even across the board. I get what I'm trying to describe.
It sounds like if you're doing a draft, you said tie 1. If you compare tie 1, then you're taking like the next 6-7 people are All Stars. That's what it sounds like.
Well, if we're not, you see, you're not gonna set me up.
You're not gonna
set me up.
That's what I'm hearing.
You're not gonna set me up. You see, y'all watching him?
That's what I'm hearing.
See what he been doing.
What you guys are hearing, right? So we clearly saying that Ty is a guy, but you're saying you'll take the overall team over the guy. So Ty would be the first pick, and then you said like the next 6 picks will be All Stars, right?
I didn't say that.
I'm asking you.
I didn't say that.
Is that what you're saying?
I didn't say that. No, that's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'd have to piece through the teams.
Okay.
And then we'll get back to some All-Stars players. But we may get back to the All-Stars players after you pick out some of the top guys, then get back to All-Star players. You'll probably have more of them on the full list before you go back to some of the other teams.
I can't take any Gladiators slander though. Gladiators have some guys who, when you throw them in positions, can be those guys as well.
Kenny, you got the suit on today. You got the suit.
Right now, the All Stars got the Gladiators number.
I have to suit up, and it changes everything. If I actually start playing it,
right now,
I easily pick the Gladiators.
Right now, the All Stars got the Gladiators number.
Yeah, I can't say they have our number
for now. I'm not saying this is very. It's fluid.
They've won recent games.
Their number. You have the suit on right now, Kenny.
Our number is unlisted. They don't have our number.
Their number.
We blocked the telemarketers.
I put myself on the team, although I'm technically on like both teams, kind of. But All Stars produce, and they're only going to get better too with the guys they've added. This is like a lot of them haven't played together.
Yeah,
James also being hurt.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I
don't believe in using excuses, so I didn't bring that up. But we had a few guys missing.
Listen, but that's why this it would be a power ranking. Power ranking's fluid. It could change next Saturday. They might be number 5. If the garbage men come out here and slap Caliph up or something crazy, we gonna be like, yo.
If that happens, you gotta bring me on the pod.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say my bad. Keep the single high safety.
For real, right?
Yo, if you never know. So next week it could be completely different. But go into this week here. That's what we got.
Yep.
And listen, we didn't do D3 since E like to put everybody on the spot. E, what's your D3?
I think I have the Brown.
Thinking real hard there, man.
I'm trying to. I have the Browns 1. I have the.
Your list's already different from mine.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. I'm going out on a limb when it's.
No, I know you're going to go 220. I got Browns 1, 222.
It ain't. Come on, E. Come on.
Not actually. Huh?
Come on.
What I'm touring with, honestly speaking, they actually gained a spot by not playing to me. I actually didn't like what I saw from the free agents. So I'm going to have free agents at 5, Ravens at 4, and I'm missing a team. I'm trying to blank.
All Stars.
All Stars.
Mhm.
All Stars at 3.
The only thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap 220 for the Browns at the top.
I know you had them at 1. I knew that.
I got 220 at
You
1.
agree with the 4 and 5?
Yes.
Ravens 4,
Yeah.
free agents 5.
Yeah. Free agents are it look like a complete rebuild. That's
Yeah,
just
that
gonna take some work.
Free agents need free
I
agents.
felt a lot
That's
better
it.
about them
Yeah.
after week 1 than I did after week 4.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They're in a complete rebuild. They're gonna need to you got to see it on the field. Then it's a little ways. They got about 2 weeks to get it together. I don't know if it's possible.
Why did they lose people?
Why did they lose people? Well, this week
Yeah.
Devon was out. He was just out. He'll be back next week. Chick sorta was benched.
Oh no.
You know how that go.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
and that's basically it. And then some guys, family life stuff happens, and some guys aren't gonna be playing.
Fair.
So
Yeah.
So
When you
they-
start losing, sometimes
I'm
people just
not-
don't listen to.
We see it.
but they
Real
only
shit.
lost. They won. No, they only lost one. They're
1 and 2. They lost
1
both
and
games.
2.
So
But-
they look okay.
But both these games were this week. The 2 losses. They won the first
Oh.
game.
There's ways to go about it because we see it, and it's not a benching. They have an understanding with the elites. Hash plays some QB,
Mhm.
Nas plays some QB. That's fine if you want Jay to play QB. But you guys, like I said, you played week 1. You didn't play again until week 4. I can't if the story I can't find out that news. We play at 10 o'clock. I can't find that out at 9:59 that I'm not starting.
Facts.
You get what I'm saying? That
Inappropriate.
if that's true, if it's true. Again, I don't know if that's true. I can't find that out at 9:59 that I'm not starting at 10 o'clock.
Yeah.
We had 3 weeks to talk about it, guys. We knew we had a double header. One guy's going to take one game. One guy's going to take the other game.
It
I'm
should have
fine
been
with
talked
that.
about
That's
ahead of
cool.
time.
That's fine. A lot of QBs probably don't want to throw 2 games. I mean, Chick probably does, but some don't.
You could throw 7 games.
Because let's keep it real. A lot of guys are in other leagues, so they probably play in Sunday or something like that. So some people don't want to throw 3 games in a weekend, 4 games in a weekend. So I'm fine with it.
Yeah.
So now
Let
we'll
me
see
know.
what happens. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Listen, at the end of the day, they're gonna got to get it together. That's it.
Mhm.
So they want to be around. They want to be one of the teams, but for now, they're at the. They would go to the bottom. Ravens, tough losses all season.
Mhm.
Tough losses. They've been playing good offense, just can't close the game. 1 point losses, 2 point, like 1 score losses.
Yeah.
All Stars. This is his first bad game. This is the first bad game Hoos has had.
He's been doing
And-
good.
And let me say, I said game. First bad half.
Yeah, because the other half he came out when they played the
out.
hurry up, and he was
Yeah.
playing good.
He was playing good. So I'm not, no knock on those guys. And then the Browns, they've been consistent. And of course, 220 in the games they've played have looked really good. So
It's true.
all right. Guys, shit. Listen, like that's what happens when when it's 4 of us. We've been on here for an hour and 44 minutes. It don't feel
Look.
like that.
No, bro.
Yo, like chilling in the barbershop.
Yeah, it
basically
don't
what it
feel
is.
like that. Next thing you look at the time and it's 12. Jesus, I got work in the morning. But yo,
Yeah.
I got a flight to catch tomorrow.
God, see, shit.
Wow. Okay.
You back Saturday?
Yeah, I'll be back Saturday. But I know we got a bye this week. I think.
Yeah. They're not.
We got a bye this week.
Yeah. The game got sweet.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pop out after my game in Uptown. I'm gonna come just watch games with y'all and stuff.
All right, cool. Ty, final words.
No, somewhere else, but make sure you're out there Sunday. Watch
Yep.
Steve.
You already know. Look,
That's fine. Watch the Seahawks.
free Ty. Big shout out to Redzone Football. Y'all doing something right. Y'all got a good thing going on. Let's keep this ship going.
Kenny?
Yeah, I'd echo what Ty said. You guys did a very nice job of all the editing, video. Thankless work. But we got to thank you. It's really good. And happy birthday again to the People's Rap a couple of days ago. 12, couple of days ago.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, OG.
Yeah.
Man. I appreciate that, guy. I appreciate that.
You already.
I appreciate that. Only 3 games this week, guys. No Soel this week. Me and Rob will be out there early. I've already talked to Rob. We will be out there early. I actually have the football equipment, so I'm going to be setting up the field. I only live 5 minutes away from the field, so games will be on time. Games will be on time.
Early. Black folks early or like?
I will be there at 8:00. I promised I'd be there at 8. So we'll be ready to go. Yo, this was a great show, guys. Shout out to the people who stayed on. I know it's 12 o'clock, man. Sorry for being so late. Life be lifing sometimes. We'll try to do better with the show time, where we'll get on at maybe 9, 8 o'clock would even be good if we can get on here. E sometimes comes from work. I sometimes have to run to work. Kenny, I'm not sure what he's doing, but I think he likes the 9 o'clock. Ty, we gonna be talking, Ty. I'm gonna talk to you. We gonna talk after
bro.
this.
I'm free.
The goal is always Wednesday at 9 p.m. That is the goal. That's the goal.
Does that always happen?
It's gonna be Wednesday.
Y'all know though. Y'all already know.
Yeah.
If you follow on the YouTube, you be seeing me switch the time 3 times.
I'll be looking like Wednesday and I see it change Thursday premieres or like goes live. I'm like,
yeah. So
but the goal is always Wednesday at 9 p.m.
Today was 9 o'clock. Then it went 9:20. Then I realized that wasn't happening. We was like, all right, 10:10.
10:10.
Yeah. Some shit like that, but we will get better with that as you do things more. It becomes plug and play. The top 10 is tough. I ain't even gonna hold you. That's been the hardest part. The top 10, because we got to get the videos out. Then you got to watch the video to see what was the top 10. Then you got to cut the parts out of it to then place it into So it's but. Content is content.
And even doing that, we get told that we left something off the pick six. So
yeah. Like the week before, we missed Nate's one-handed grab.
One-hand catch.
Oh, Nate, that was crazy.
Yeah. So our apologies. So this is another thing. If you got a play that you've seen or know there was a play, send a message or something. Give us an assist. You know what I mean? Just be like, this should be on the top 10. Yeah. And we're not saying it's going to make the top 10, because when we put them all in there and we start looking at them, there's a lot of stuff that get bumped off or get thrown way down the list.
Look, people going to start saying they 5-yard hitch is top 10. You better be careful. Like, you saw that hitch? Top 10.
They can send it. It won't be on there. If we had time, we were gonna do a low lights, because there was some drops and some stuff where we like, y'all got to do better. But overall, man, everything. This has been fun.
Yeah.
So we just hope to let's just keep it going. Show's been fun. 10 people still on here watching right now. They going on and off. Thanks for tuning in. Kenny, Ty, Free Ty, the People's Ref E, Mr. Jones. We see y'all later, guys.
Ready.
Already know that we the coldest. Watch me heat it up, let me focus. I'm going toe to toe with foes. I know they notice. I kick in doors, they only hope for closing. Why? Cause they know I go again. And when they get a drought, I'm the one that can make it flow again. Talk to me nice, my team, they ready to go again. Running into us, we'll gladly send you home again. We don't talk, better know the grind gon' match my I'ma do it again. Watch me win, then watch me do it again. Tell 'em I can't take no loss.